Headlines: Sam Altman fired as CEO of OpenAI. OpenAI Sam Altman exits as CEO because board no longer has confidence and ability to lead. Altman to leave OpenAI after board says he wasn't candid. And guys, this is an absolutely crazy story. If you've been following the news the last year or so, I'm sure you know ChatGPT, OpenAI have been dominating the headlines. This has been all the rage, and this guy's been at the center of it, and they just fired him. I'm as much as shocked as you are. I was reading through the stuff and I'm just like, okay, what's going on? And every single news story ends with developing story. I don't think anyone actually is telling us everything about what's going on there. And there is a lot, and I mean really a lot of money involved. We're talking about like Microsoft kind of money. No, for real. And I want to go through this stuff. I'll share some thoughts, and I really want to get your guys' thoughts on this one as well. This is really really bizarre, and again, it's just like kind of out of the blue. Well, at least for us, because we're not on the inside, but out of the blue of like, hey, Altman, you're fired. So I was thinking like, okay, is it something to do with like your eyeball stuff? I mean, I'm just conjecture here. If you guys know, they had like this weird thing where they were going around the world scanning people's eyeballs and collecting their data and then giving them crypto. I don't know. I thought it was weird. It could be that. Who knows? The other thing too, I thought that it's a possibility. He does have some sort of connection to Elon Musk. Musk gave them $1 billion, back in 2015. And like, guys, we're talking about billions of dollars here. Like this AI thing is huge. And so like, I don't know, is he giving Musk, special AI information or working with Musk in somehow, in some way? And the reason why I mentioned Musk is Musk has been really under some fire lately, just the last, I guess 48 hours. Um, he was endorsing some sort of anti-Semitic post. Just don't get involved with this stuff, right? And like, okay, it's something to do with Musk, and because actually, guys, this is possible. Musk could actually theoretically get removed from the Tesla board. I mean, it's anything's possible in these type of organizations. The reason why I sort of shoot down this argument, so I don't think it has anything to do with Musk, because I was looking at Altman here, and Altman is Jewish, so I don't think he's gonna like side with Nazis or anything like that. So I don't think it's that. And then I was thinking, okay, is it some sort of like Sean Combs Diddy kind of situation, like sexual harassment and all kind? I don't want to say these words on YouTube, but I'm sure if you guys have heard about this stuff, basically looks like Sean Combs, at least allegations, but this is at least looks like pretty bad. Is it like that kind of thing? I don't know. So I want to read through the statement officially made by OpenAI, and then we'll share some thoughts as we go through it here. So this is on November 17, 2023. Again, Sam Altman has been fired as CEO, and this is the ChatGPT company. If you guys don't know, OpenAI announces leadership transition. It says here, Chief Technology Officer Mira Murati appointed interim CEO, so temporary, to lead OpenAI. Sam Altman departs the company. Search process underway to identify permanent successor. Here's what it says: the board of directors of OpenAI, the 501(c)(3) that acts as the overall governing body of all OpenAI activities, today announced that Sam Altman will depart, means you're fired, you're gone, as CEO, and leave the board of directors. So you're not even on the board anymore. Mira Murati, the company's chief technology officer, will serve as interim CEO effective immediately. A member of OpenAI's leadership team for 5 years, Mira has played a critical role in OpenAI's evolution into the global AI leader. She brings a unique skill set, understanding the company's values, operations, and guys, let me be clear. The reason why we read into the whole thing, because you kind of want to read between the lines, right? So they're kind of emphasizing, right? Value, operations, business, already leads the company's research, product, safety, functions, right? So they're kind of like saying like this is the kind of person that we want, essentially, right? And it was interesting that they say company values first. I thought that was interesting. Given her long tenure and close engagement with all aspects of the company, including her experience in AI governance and policy, the board believes she is uniquely qualified for the role and anticipates a seamless transition while it conducts a formal search for a permanent CEO. So I thought that was kind of strange too. They really, pump up Mira, and then they're like, well, but we're still looking for someone else. So no shade to Mira. I'm just saying I feel sorry for Mira because maybe she's really good, and I think it's a she. I'm pretty sure Mira. I could be totally wrong. It could be a male name. Mr. Altman's departure follows a deliberative review process by the board, which concluded. Okay, here it is. Here's the key part. Mr. Altman's departure follows a deliberative review process by the board. Okay, which concluded that he was not consistently candid in his communications with the board. So when I read this, not consistently candid, so you're I guess not disclosing the truth. You're not always disclosing the truth. You're not just making things really candid, like really plain, really obvious, these kind of things. And then it says here, hindering its ability to exercise its responsibilities. So there's something he didn't tell the board, this is how I read this, or you routinely didn't tell the board something, and it made it difficult for them to do their responsibilities. This is how I read this. And so, then that's why I put together with Mira, like, okay, maybe it's something to do with company values, maybe business operations, maybe research, your, function, who knows? The board no longer has confidence in his ability to continue leading OpenAI. So no more confidence in this guy. Let's keep reading. There's more. In the statement, the board of directors said, quote, OpenAI was deliberately structured to advance our mission to ensure that artificial general intelligence benefits all humanity. So I wonder if it's something to do with this, right? So it was like Altman, too much pursuing like benefiting one humanity, meaning him. like, I'm doing this ChatGPT to get rich. I'm not hiding it. Is it something along those lines, or I don't know. I'm just conjecture with you guys. I think because that's why I said to read the whole thing together. The board remains fully committed to serving this mission. We are grateful for Sam's many contributions to the founding and growth of OpenAI. At the same time, we believe new leadership is necessary as we move forward. As the leader of the company's research, product, and safety functions, Mira is exceptionally qualified to step in the role of interim CEO. We have the utmost confidence in her ability and to lead OpenAI during the transition period. OpenAI's board of directors consist of OpenAI chief scientist Ilya Sutskever, independent directors Cora, CEO Adam D'Angelo, technology entrepreneur Tasha McCauley, and Georgetown Center for Security Emerging Technology Helen Toner. As part of the transition, Greg Brockman will be stepping down as the chairman of the board and remaining in his role at the company, reporting to the CEO. Moreover, it says here, OpenAI was founded as a nonprofit in 2015. The core mission is ensure that artificial general intelligence benefits all humanity. In 2019, OpenAI restructured to ensure that the company could raise capital. So it could have something to do with this, right? So originally they were a nonprofit, right, in 2015, and then they're saying here they changed the structure of their company like 4 years later, right? So they needed to raise money. In 2019, OpenAI restructured to ensure that company could raise capital in pursuit of this mission while preserving the nonprofit's mission. It's funny because like the answers are all kind of in the statement, right? It's hard to blend these two when you want to be nonprofit and you want to benefit all humanity, but you also want to raise money, right? I think and then you restructure your company and when you're talking about this kind of money. And there's a possibility, when they first started compared to now, they didn't, I wouldn't say they didn't know what kind of money we were talking about, but just things change, I guess, when the buzz hits and stuff like that. And the cameras come and Microsoft's, waving billions and you're on TV every day, who knows? Let's just keep reading here. The majority of the board is independent, and the independent directors do not hold equity in OpenAI. While the company, that's interesting. The majority of the board is independent, and they don't hold equity in the AI. That's interesting. While the company has experienced dramatic growth, it remains the fundamental governance responsibility of the board to OpenAI's mission and preserve the principles of its charter. So that's the news, guys. Sam Altman is out as CEO of OpenAI. Like I said, I just conjecture. I don't think it's going to be like a Elon Musk kind of thing. I don't think it's a Sean Combs kind of thing. Um, my only guess is and I'm just guessing. It's got to do something with money. But the thing that was really interesting though is like the way that they state it is, and I'll just read it one more time. Altman's departure follows a deliberate review process by the board, and then he was saying here, he was not consistently candid in his communications with the board, hindering its ability to exercise its responsibilities. So consistent, like he this is sounds like not a one-time thing, and then I guess it not enable them to do their missions and responsibilities. So it is really odd. The other thing too, which I was just thinking about, going forward, he's been the face of this thing, right? So I mean, I think ChatGPT will live, long without him. I'm sure it'll be fine. Microsoft's involved, and they're going to be fine. But to like suddenly change, it just kind of, how can I say, with no rumors ahead of time. Usually, this kind of stuff, you'll start to hear rumblings for like a day or two. And because the guys, I read the news every single day, I look for all the rumors, all the stuff. I didn't see anything like this. So that, at least I missed it, unless you guys, and this is why I pulled this community. Were you guys hearing any rumors on the internet about this guy's doing funky stuff, shady stuff, other than the eyeball thing? And whether or not, I mean, you could certainly make the case that ChatGPT AI collecting all your data is shady, like all along. But is there something like that was more obviously like fireable kind of shady? Because there's different types of, they're shady in terms of like you think their company's shady, but nothing. He's not necessarily doing anything to piss off the board. But for them just to remove him like this, I think is really, really nuts. So that's the news. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this one. Sam Altman is out as CEO of OpenAI, and the world awaits the answer. So thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.